Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. So the Jamaica Young Police channel is a community, when it comes down to police. Because the police don't have any echo chambers. So that's the reason what, especially the young police officer, them don't have any echo chambers. So this is the echo chamber for the young police officers. You understand? And police officers are old. Because before you become an old police, you have to become a young police, sir. So that's why we call it Jamaica Young Police channel. Because we were a young police officer, you understand? And as years goes by, you gain the experience and one and two look at things. So as you look right now, you're looking at a man who has helped contribute to our life and where we are right now at this moment in time. Yes, that man at the bottom, his name is Dudley Bryan. One of the smartest, if not the smartest, police officer, to serve in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Dudley Bryan and John Gaz and all those men, they are some of the best police officers that the Jamaica Constabulary Force has produced. You won't find any smarter police than these police officers. So, today now, we're at the Jamaica Young Police and we are remembering, Mrs. Vivien Bryan. A tribute to the beloved wife of SSP Dudley Bryan. We don't talk about no retire on them thing because the legacy of these men live on. So we don't use no retire, say them retire. Them still a police here because them still think as police. The only thing is just because them still don't have the power. But we regard them and we still treat them with that rank. You understand? So remembering, Mrs. Vivien Bryan, a tribute to the beloved wife of SSP Dudley Bryan. Today we come together to mourn the loss of a remarkable woman, Mrs. Vivien Bryan, a beloved wife, mother and friend. She touched the hearts of all who knew her. Her passing has left an indescribable void in our lives. Mrs. Vivien Bryan was not only a pillar of strength for our family, but a source of inspiration for our community. Her kindness, grace, and unwavering love touched countless lives. As we grieve her loss, we are reminded of the beautiful memories she left behind. Memories filled with laughter, joy, and moments that will forever be cherished. Mrs. Vivien Bryan's legacy will continue to shine brightly through the lives she has touched. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we extend our deepest condolences to SSP Dudley Bryan, her loving husband, and their children during this challenging time. Your strength and resilience testify to the incredible bond you share with Mrs. Vivien Bryan. In the coming days, we will update you on Mrs. Vivien Bryan's burial events, allowing us to come together one final time to honor and celebrate her remarkable life. Thank you all for your unwavering support and love during this time of mourning of the wife of SSP Dudley Bryan, Mrs. Vivien Bryan. We ask you to keep the Bryan family in your thoughts and prayers as they navigate through this immense loss. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more updates and heartfelt tributes. we pay tribute to the remarkable life of this lady, Mrs. Vivien Bryan, the beloved wife of SSP Dudley Bryan. Her passing, it profoundly saddens us, and we extend our sincerest condolences to the Bryan family during this difficult time. Mrs. Bryan was an extraordinary woman who positively impacted the lives of many. Her warm personality, kind heart, and unwavering support for her husband's distinguished service in the police force shall forever be cherished and remembered. Through this touching tribute, we aim to commemorate Mrs. Vivien Bryan's legacy by showcasing her remarkable journey alongside SSP Dudley Bryan. Join us as we reflect upon the beautiful memories, shared experience, and the enduring love between this incredible couple. Your support means the world to us. The burial of Mrs. Vivien Bryan. We will provide you with the latest information when arrangements are finalized. Thank you for sharing this heartfelt tribute and honoring the life of Mrs. Vivien Bryan. Let us come together as a community to celebrate her remarkable life, her love and lasting impact she has on those around her. You know that she was a tower of strength in the life of SSP Dudley Bryan. You know that they have been married for almost 50 years. Yes, 50 years. And you know it's love why it has lasted so many years. And we have thanks, we thank, Mrs. Bryan for, sharing her husband with us, because this man has imparted so much knowledge that we can't forget where we're coming from, because he has contributed a lot to our life, Mr. Bryan. Yes, from we were a cadet, we have some fond memory of Mr. Bryan, and we can tell you that he has impacted our life in so many ways. When we were cadets, when I was a cadet, I can tell you that back then, not all instructors were fond of us as cadets, but Mr. Bryan, he had a keen interest in us, in encouraging us, especially as young men, to do the right thing. Always pay attention to details. And most of all, the first thing he always tell you about your character and your reputation. So this man, we know that this man is an exceptional person. We know right now at this time, we know that the pain that he has been feeling, losing his wife, irrespective of the circumstances, you cannot compare yourself with another person when they lose their loved one. The only thing you can do is empathize and sympathize and wish them all the best, because a life is a life, especially when you love someone, and that's how it is. Yes, we know that spending 50 years of your life with one person, and then that person is no longer here with you, that's left that void in your life. So we just want SSP Dudley Bryan to know that we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we are here for him. And those who want to reach out to SSP Dudley Bryan, you can, we'll put up the information, as soon as, you can reach him via his Facebook feed, or if you have his number, reach out to him. Those of you, who are finding out now for the first time that his wife has passed on, and that's the way that he wants to remember his wife when he was a young police officer and she was young. You can see them, vibrant couple. So that is Mrs. Vivien Bryan. You understand? And you know that her life journey on this earth, people will always and forever remember her, because she has touched many lives. And you know that her husband have touched thousands of lives. thousands of lives, even at the stage of SSP Dudley Bryan's life. Young police officers can reach out to him for advice. This is one of this policeman, second to none, when it comes down to knowing the laws of Jamaica and how to execute it as a police officer. This was one of the instructors. I don't think that they have instructors at the National Police College of Jamaica as SSP Dudley Bryan. SSP Dudley Bryan was the kind of classroom instructor. When he was teaching, the book that we learned from, we know that it's all about his wife, but remember that both of them, is his wife. So we have to share some experience that we had with this man. SSP Dudley Bryan, when he was a classroom instructor at the Jamaica Police Academy, he never opened the press. He will tell you what page to go to and tell you what to do. And he will tell you word for word for word. The man was a walking presser. Yes, very intelligent man. Smart, witty. And he's a well-spoken person. Not a loud person. You will never. He's a very calm individual. And he's a likable person. Some people did not like him. But look, if everybody like you in life, something is wrong with you. You understand? But we can tell you that Dudley Bryan is an upstanding man. And we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we share the pain that he's going through with his wife, knowing that she's no longer here. Some people will say that she's in the best place. As my mother would say, that you have never been there, so you cannot tell people that people is in the best place. The only thing that you can do is offer your sympathy and your condolences. Because when someone is mourning, all you can do offer words of advice and comfort. And we wish Sir Dudley Bryan nothing but the best for him and his family during this time. As soon as we get all the necessary information about the funeral and stuff like that, and all the activities leading up to the departure of Mrs. Vivien Bryan, we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we share it. Because this channel is a police channel for police officers. Yes, that is what we are here for. Because we don't have any echo chambers, we don't have any, there's no one out there that is looking out for us as a community. So this is how we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel have given back. Yes. And we can tell you that, yes. Normally, when you share experience about, someone, more especially on an occasion like this, but we can tell you this. Our first experience, we can tell you one of our experience with Mr. Bryan, Dudley Bryan, when we were at the Jamaica Police Academy, to show you that, we're going to tell. I first realized that when I was a cadet, and even senior ex-cadet, I used to broke barracks. We used to broke barracks as cadet. We create a part run by the renovator. Yeah, they call it the Reno. The Reno was a slim black guy and them thing there. And at one time, I used to live even down by the Reno. You understand me? And Bag of Dirt. Yeah, Bag of Dirt, I have one brother named Walters. We have our own room and everything. We live on the campus. I live in a Gilbert and thing. We not really stay in our room. That's how we live. You understand? So we know what time for go. We drill square and, say them have emergency parade. They hear the thing, the siren. So we go up there and them thing there. So after Gilbert now, there's a instructor by the name of Corporal Mason. So Corporal Mason now is a man now that we as cadet here, I am the one that give him the name Era. But I tell you, this I share something with Mr. Bryan. So we give him the name Era. I am the one who give him the name Era. The reason why I give him the name Era as a cadet is that when he was working He used to come to Falkland. That's where we used to live as cadet. And he always tells us some story about him when he was in St. Mary. This is a man that he did not walk with gun. He did not walk with gun when he was working. I don't know for some reason he did not walk with gun. And he's a man, he have a strong faith in God. Man who go to him church, and he believes that God is more powerful than anything on earth. And that is his belief, and he has the right to believe it as such. So, yeah, Corporal Mason, when we were there at Falkland now, so he always telling a story of him being this heroic police in St. Mary. So at one time now he said he did not have any gun in a firearm, and he held a man with a gun, illegal gun, and he took the gun from the man and placed the man on the back of the bike and rode the man to Port Maria Station. And I said, no man, you have to be a hero. So from then we call him Hero, and then it spread to even recruit where him get the name Hero. So he knew that I was the one who gave him the name Hero. So he did not like me for that. I thought it was a fitting tribute to him, to call him Hero based on all of the things that he had said. So during Hurricane Gilbert, I was a senior man at the Jamaica Police Academy. So at the time we had no water, nothing, and trust me, boy, you want to relieve yourself, you have to go in at the bush and all them thing there. And a training school in a Jamaica Police Academy, no water. So, my father, we live at Waterford, so, and, plus I have family in a St. Catherine, my mother. So, what they would do, they would give you a pass for you to go and shower like every 2 or 3 days. But the country people, them have nobody at town, so it has to be someone who have, family in Portmore or Kingston who would take them to have a shower. You understand? So one day, it was my turn now to go on my verbal pass to go and get my shower. So when I went to the guard room, Corporal Mason did not like me, from that incident. From I call him Hero, and then Hero becomes synonymous with him at Jamaica. I'm the one that gave him the name Hero. So he did not like me because of that. Because, recruits, you understand, they call him Hero. Even after I had left training school, they still call him Hero, Corporal Mason. So the man have a deep-seated hatred for me because of that. So when I went to the guard room now, it was my turn that day now to get my verbal pass to go to Waterford to go and have my shower. And, and get my water and 1 and 2 look at things. We didn't have any water, anything like that there, the police academy. You understand? So when I went to the guard room, Mr. Bryan was sitting inside here, Dada Brown, and a man by the name of Levy, they call Levy, bitch. So, whilst they were sitting there in the guard room, so I went up to Corporal Mason and asked him for the verbal pass to go to Waterford to have my shower. And because the man did not like me, he said, no, you're not going to give me any pass. So I said, Corporal Mason, if you look on they have a, like a rasta, and they will say, who get leave then. And so you cannot, condemn at the guard room, the duty sub-officer and get leave. So he looked, and I said, you can look on this and you'll see that it was, 2 days ago that I got leave and it's my time now. And he said, no, I'm not giving you any verbal pass to go on. I said, okay. So I said, right there, I said, well, I said, the commandant says that every 2 days we're supposed to get leave. And he said, you are not giving it to me. I said, I am going to take it. So I left. I walked through the front gate, took my $250,000 bus, went home and, have my shower at Waterford and come back. You see, right in front of the police academy, you have where them sell fish right in front of the police academy at Twickenham Park. So as I came off the bus, crossed the road, and I got throughout the century, you understand. Sergeant Bryan that I met him. So him say, Stammer, where I come from? So we say, I come from Waterford. I go have my shower. Him say, you get any pass? I say, no. Him say, no, you leave without pass. I say, well, boy, the commandant say, no, every 2 days you get pass. And I say, boy, Corporal Mason never give me no pass because him don't like me. You understand? Because through me give him a name, Hero. And him laugh and him say, so you brought barracks then? I say, well, you can technically say yes, but you know, legally, it's not broke bars because the commandant say we told you. And him laugh and say, you know, so if you get some trouble still though, but legally you can't get no trouble because the commandant say we told you. And you're right. And that was it. They recruit them that was at the century and they know that I broke barracks, you know. You understand? Because I didn't, you know, when you leave, you tell people if you get past or them things, if you leave the compound. You understand? So that was it. So for sure that, you know, Mr. Bryan is a very fear man. But then, you know, you broke barracks and them catch you, you know, you lose your work, you know. But me, you know, because the commandant said that our man here screw Morgan, him say every 2 days if you get past. And him decide say him nah give me none. So and that was the end of the story. Mr. Bryan, him never write me up or anything like that and or try any technicality, you understand? So that's why from them time I have great respect for the man. You understand? Because the man was fear. And he was in the guard room when I was talking with Corporal Mason. And more or less he had known that Corporal Mason did not like me because of the name Hero. You understand? So, yeah man. So, again, our deepest condolences to the Bryan family and the passing of, you know, lovely Mrs. Vivien Bryan. Yeah man, and Sir Dudley, yeah man, keep the faith and keep in touch, boss. You know that, yeah man, we cannot forget a man like you. Can't, yeah man, because you have impacted our life growing up as a teenager in a year, and although you weren't, you know, in charge of us as cadet, as, you know, sergeant, SP, but you have never treated us, or I can say for myself, you never treated us different than how you treat the recruits. You're a disciplinarian and yeah man, you're a man of your word, man. Rest in peace, Mrs. Vivien Bryan. Jamaica, Young Police Channel, out.